Hey, what's going on, everybody? Just hopping on here to try to give you guys a quick demonstration, a walkthrough of how I've connected my RMX 1000 to my XDJ XZ. I've pretty much spent hours and hours going through YouTube videos and articles and whatnot to try to figure out the best way to connect these two together, because as you know, there's a send in the back of this unit but no return, so that makes things complicated. And there's a few different ways that people suggest how to do it. I'm going to show you guys how I have it connected and kind of what I've found that works. So let me just give you guys a quick demo. So you can see, loading both decks. On the way. So this is currently playing. I have it hooked up right now to my record box, so it's basically just taking all the music from here. So that's my audio source, and I have it, all I have back here is the master RCA. It's being fed into, turn that down, so the RCA from master out from this is going into the input of the RMX, and then I have these going to my speakers. So these, and then the second output. Basically, another issue is that you can't record if you do like the master output. You know, if you're sending everything through the master out and then it's going to your speakers, nothing's getting recorded. But since this has two outputs, the second output, I pretty much have it hooked up to this iRig2 audio interface, and that allows me to record my mixes. As you can see, I have your Audacity. This is a previous project, so it's not recording right now, but I can just hit record. Here's my song being recorded. I don't know how to see, but you get the point. You can stop it. So yeah, I'm recording my mix. Basically, I have this little hub here that I found that I might need, since there's two outputs on this. From here, I can pretty much split that signal into four other ones, so I can, you know, send the audio and record it to my laptop. I can get another output from here and connect it to my phone, and if I'm recording my sets and video, you'll also hear the audio, you know. But basically I have three other channels here, I guess, if you will, and each I can control their volume independently, so this is kind of cool. But yeah, let me just show you guys this so you can see our input. That's another thing too, like the levels, like I've been messing with them, and I've tried connecting it through the booth and then using that volume. But after, I guess, spending kind of a day and a half, 2 days, just kind of messing around with it and being frustrated and trying to see if I should return it or not. Now I think I'm happy with it, and I'm definitely gonna keep it. But let me just show you guys real quick what we can do. So we just loop that. So we got the input. Headphones. the input or just the X pad if you want, so you can add more. Or you can do it to the whole mix. Just delete that. So yeah, I got my, you can see my volumes. I got the input a little under 12, like 11 o'clock. Got my output. This is the one that's kind of the tricky one, because I've noticed in some of the configurations when I was like plugging it in, sometimes you would hit the X pad and it'd sound like a million times louder than everything else. So yeah, basically that's just, you're telling it how loud you want like the effects, you know. So like if you want to hear more louder effects, you can turn this up. Good volume for me, a little bit difference, a little bit less than that. And yeah, I guess I can also touch on some of the other ways that I tried to connect it that I saw online that didn't quite work. One of them was to use basically, pick these up. One was basically to use like the cues, because people are like, oh, well, if you do it, yes, it's applied to the master, but like if you're transitioning, like I don't see why you would have an effect when you're transitioning, or maybe I guess you could, but I don't know. I think it'd be a little bit cleaner of a transition without like an effect like that. Just set up a loop and then bring in the other track, but whatever. What I was getting at is if you can, because this is technically an audio output, so you can, I tried going from the cue out into, and then inputting it into the RMX, and then basically like you could add it to specific channels. If you like if you hit the cue button, then it would send the source to the RMX. So that's how you controlled individual channels, but it just became like difficult, I guess, you know, because the other thing is, yeah, and then the output to send it back to this, you have to send it to a different channel. So you can put it on channel 3, and then it creates a phasing issues, and honestly, like, it wasn't really like a good solution. Because yeah, like if you experience that noise, you're like, yeah, like this, imagine you're playing live one day and somehow you just have, I don't know, you have the both levels up, you know, it's gonna happen. Like, and then that happens, like, I don't know, I just feel like that just can, it just wasn't really an option for me. Once I kind of tested it for a few minutes, I was like, yeah, this is not gonna work. And yeah, the other, I guess, third option that before I connected it how I have it now is that basically I was able to use this for just adding the X-Pad effects, because it's still kind of useful. Like if you're, I don't know, what I kind of thought it was cool is like if you're like in a track, you get out of this, and you're like in the breakdown, and sometimes like the breakdowns are like really long, you can add like a, and that just changes everything, you know? Add a kick. You know? And to me that was pretty awesome that you can have like a track playing, and then you can just add these things to it, kind of, you know, just to spice things up a bit when it's kind of boring. It worked really well for that, and then you can also add samples. So I was like, oh, well, I guess I could keep it like as a limited thing, but now that I have it hooked up like this, I think, excuse me, I think this is the best way, because it sounds good. There's no phasing whatsoever the way that I have it hooked up, you know, because there's nothing coming back into the mixer. The only thing that's connected is master output, and then this is my music source. I can use a USB. I don't have to use this, you know, but right now I'm just playing everything from my computer. So yeah, output, master, input, RMX. My two outputs, the 1/4 inch are going to my speakers, and this second output, basically, as you can see, goes from here, and this is the wire, and it goes into the input of this. And this allows me to split it 4 different ways. So I have the only one that I have connected right now is basically the one that I have for this little iRig interface. So I have it going out from here and sending the signal to this so that I can record to my monitoring. There's the level coming in. If I stop it, it stops. So I can record, and then I can still use this to send audio to, like I said, my phone or whatever. You know, you can get creative with it. But yeah, hope that helped. Comment, you know, like the video, share it. If you have any questions, I can do another video if you want me to hook it up a different way. But like I said, so far, I think this is the best way. And like I said, the biggest thing, no phasing, none of those crazy whining or, you know, sounds from your speakers. So far, this thing is pretty amazing. So yeah, let me know what you think, and if you think I'm doing something wrong or whatever, just let me know.